To get started, I am going to lay down this microfiber cloth that I purchased from a dollar store. I found it in the hardware card detailing area, and I like to use this solely for my nails. And I wash it after each use, and it's good for when I need to clip and file my nails for it to collect all of the nail dust. I am also going to be filing my nails with the Beauty Secrets coarse on 100 grit nail file, and I have a nail clipper just to trim my nails down a little bit more. I am using these things to help prepare my nails for the new set of nails. I just took off the old set. So that's what you see me doing here, is just filing the free edge of my nail. I guess that's what this part would be called. Just filing it down so it's not so rough and all over the place. And I lightly file the top of my nail bed, not trying to take a lot off of the top of the nail bed. So I just lightly file that just to give it a little bit of a smoother consistency than what it was after I removed the previous nails. But I also want the nail bed to be a little rough so that when I apply the glue for the new nails, it adheres. Now, when I started to file my nails, I realized that I did not push back my cuticle, and that's what you see me doing here. And I did not pull out the cuticle pusher tool to do it, so I'm just using this file that comes attached to the nail clipper just to push the cuticles back a little bit more. And after I do this, I'm going to lightly file that area one more time. Now I am going to do the other hand, but this time I started off with pushing back the cuticle and then filing the nail bed. When I do this, this is a relaxing time for me. I will either watch something on television or listen to a podcast or watch a YouTube video. It's just relaxing to be able to do this at home, and especially now during this hectic time that we're all facing with the pandemic. I don't have to worry about my anxiety getting high with sitting in a nail salon just yet. But I have been doing my nails DIY style for maybe a year now. So not going to the salon has, during this particular time, has not really been tough for me because I made the decision to save the money that I was spending at a nail salon. After filing the nail bed, a lot of nail dust gets onto your hands, and I like to start off with a clean hand. So I use this large powder brush that I received in maybe a gift set that I didn't use for makeup application. So I use it for my nails just to dust away all of the nail dust. The set I'm using today is by Kts, and it's their Masterpiece collection. I love everything about these blingy, over-the-top, sparkly nails. And I bought these at Walmart for about $10 and some change. There are 30 nails, and you have those beautiful accent nails in them. And it comes with the small emery board, a cuticle pusher, and also nail glue. Now, I don't use the nail glue that comes in the nail kits. I use this Kts Glue that I ordered on Amazon, and I saw this brand at a nail salon, and I felt like, hey, if this is good enough for them to use, it's good enough for me to use. And I was able to find this on Amazon, and I think I purchased a pack of 10, and I love this glue. So now it is time for me to start fitting the nails to my nail bed, and this just takes a few minutes of patience to try the nails to see if they are going to be too large for my nail bed or too small. You don't want them either. You want them to fit just right, because if they're too big, they're gonna be glued to your skin. they can easily pop off. And the same for if they're too small. If they're too small, they're not going to adhere to your nail bed well, and they're going to pop off, and it's just not going to look like you had them professionally done. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going by fitting the nails to see which ones are going to work for me. And I like to line them up so that when I'm getting ready to put them on, I don't have to search for the nail. And then on the back of the nails, there's a little number usually at the tip of the nail. And once I find one to fit, I will then look for the other nail based on that number. Now, there has been instances where the same numbers don't fit the same number nail. So it's just best to use it as a guide and play around to see which numbers are best suited for your nail bed, like I am doing right here. So that's all that I'm doing here. Now that I have all of my nails lined out, it's time for me to clean this little area up so that I can get this party started and see how the new manicure looks. Right before I add the glue to my nails, I use this Bond Aid by OPI to dehydrate the nail, and it helps with bonding the glue and nail to my nails. So I usually give each nail 2 coats, and that's what you see me doing here. And once it's applied, the nail looks even more drier, and that's only because this product is dehydrating the nail and helps with the bonding process. Now, you may ask, why is it important to dehydrate the nail? And this is only just removing any additional oils that were collected on the nail bed that may prevent bonding when the glue is added. So removing oils and any type of moisture that could, make your new DIY manicure not last so long. So that's why I include this step in my nail application. So I wanted to show you what I do when I don't use the nails that are already polished and have embellishments on them. I ordered a pack of nails from Amazon, and I keep the little case that it comes in, and once I fit the nail to my nail bed, I'll write the number of nail on the case and just keep the nails there. So it's easier for me when I want to just do my nails myself and give myself a gel polish manicure. So now I am ready to add the nails to my nail, and when I put them on, I just put, a nice sized dollop of glue, and then I apply the nail very close to my cuticle, and I'll press down for about 5 seconds just to make sure that the nail is on there really good. So a dollop of glue, and then I am going to press the nail up against the cuticle area and hold down for about 5 seconds. Now remember, I told you I watch TV. I have other things to distract me. And this will happen. I put this nail on, not looking at the nail, but looking up at the television, and realized, oh my gosh, it is crooked. And this glue adheres so fast that I just knew that this whole thing was going to be ruined, because I cannot walk around with a crooked nail. So it took me forever to try to get that off, and it came off, and now I am reapplying, but I bet you I'm going to look directly at the nail when I apply it so that won't happen again, because it can hurt trying to get that nail off, and you don't want to use acetone to remove the nail, because in these kits, you may not get 3 or more of the same number nails. So I needed to save the day and get that off of my nail. So pay attention, don't do as I do, and completely get your mind away. And here we go. It happened again. I don't learn lessons here. So I have to take this nail off. I mean, what show was I watching? Because it was so good. It probably was Shy on Showtime. Have any of you seen that? So I had to reapply this because I was completely distracted. Okay, but I mean, if you catch it as soon as you put the glue down, you may save the day and not rip your whole finger off. Want to point out that when I'm doing this, I do not do the thumbs. So I skip them and I make them the very last two nails that I do, because with, depending on the length of the thumb, it may be hard to pick up the nail to put on your other hand, and it can be quite cumbersome. So I save the thumbs to the very last step of this process. I am almost finished applying the nails, and I can tell you right now that I really do love these nails by Kiss, the Masterpiece Collection. They are ready-made, on-the-go nails that look stunning. Now, before I started to buy these particular nails that are already polished and embellished, I would apply the acrylic, not the acrylic nail, but the plastic nail, and I would paint them myself, and then I would add the rhinestones to them, and that process could take me maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours because I am doing them myself and I take my time. But with these, it cuts that time in half, and I am really loving that. So whenever I see nails that capture my eye in a store, I go ahead and just buy them, because whenever I don't want to take the time or don't have the time to do my nails myself and design them how I want them to be, these are such a lifesaver. When you apply nails like this, be sure to look at the very top of the nail, and there may be a little groove at the top. Can you see that? File that down as soon as you see it, and if this is the length that you want your nails, go ahead and file those little grooves down so that you can continue on with your faux professional look nails. Now, these nails are a little too long for me, and I use this Kiss nail clipper, and it works wonders with acrylic nails and fake nails, really thick nails. So I use this to get the desired look that I want for these, because I need to be able to type, and just for my personal needs, I can't type or do quite a bit of things with really long nails. So I find a point on this accent nail that I can cut down, and I am going to cut the other nails down based on the length of that. It didn't take off a lot, but for my comfort level, this was a much needed process. So I use this clipper just to take a little bit of the top of the nail off. And I mean, it is so easy. It doesn't interfere with the nail adhesion on my nail. It just comes off easily and has a very nice clean cut. After I clip the nails, I will then pull out my cloth and file away the rough edges or the very sharp edges due to the cut. And I will just do this for each nail and make sure that I file it to where I like the shape of the nail and how it is looking from the front view, from the bottom view, and then I'll pull up any excess nail from the filing and file that away also. And that's what you see me doing when I'm pulling up the nail, because when I file, I'll notice that some of the excess nail will go to the back of the nail. So I'm just giving it a good last filing to my liking before I am ready to show the world my beautiful new nail set. Now that I've filed the nails down, I'm going to use my powder brush to just remove any excess dust that was collected on my hands. And I have one final step that I like to do. Using cuticle oil and a cotton ball, I like to apply the oil to my cuticles to complete my manicure. You can find cuticle oil almost anywhere, online, through Amazon, or your local beauty supply store. Most places that sell nail supply items typically carry cuticle oil. After applying the oil to my cuticles with the cotton ball, I'll usually just go back through and rub it in with my fingers. And that's it. I love how my new nails turned out for under $11. It doesn't even look like it. I'm ready to go out and enjoy the weekend, and this set will last me probably 2.5 to 3 weeks. And that's the joy of being able to do them myself, and don't have to worry about scheduling an appointment to get them done and wait. I can do them at home for a fraction of the cost. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it, and if you haven't subscribed already, please don't leave here without subscribing. Until next time, have a great day.